Hello guys and welcome, it is ThatSrb2DUDE here today, bringing you yet another Splatoon 2 video. Today we've got a quick tip analysis on the L-3 Nozzlenose. Now the L-3 Nozzlenose is a mid-range weapon. It's in the in-between of a Splattershot and a Splattershot Pro. Overall it has amazing ink coverage when strafing. It also has pretty large ink capacity, so you will be inking a lot with this weapon. The L-3 Nozzlenose is a 4-shot kill weapon. It does 29 damage per hit, however it is also a burst firing weapon, so every single time you press ZR it will always shoot 3 times. Full off damage may vary as its minimum damage is 14.5, you may be shooting slightly higher at times, but very unlikely to be inflicting 14.5 damage. The L-3 Nozzlenose has one of the best mobilities in the game while shooting. It has a little bit more frame lag when coming out of the ink to then shoot, however it's not really an issue and you probably wouldn't notice. As you get to strafing and shooting, it makes up for that bad frame lag. The L-3 Nozzlenose in Splatoon 2 is lucky enough to have 3 different variants with it. The first one being the L-3 Nozzlenose, which has a sub-weapon, which is a curling bomb, that you can hurl really far depending how long you hold the ZR button, and will detonate according to this as well. It also has a special weapon of Baller, which is a big hamster ball that you can roll around in and then explode on your enemies. The L-3 Nozzlenose D has a sub-weapon, which is a burst bomb. This is of course a bomb that will explode on impact. And you also have the special weapon Inkjet, which will allow you to fly into the air, shooting off rockets that can greatly pressure and capitalize on weak enemies. The third variant is the Kensa L-3 Nozzlenose. This weapon has Splash Wall for its sub-weapon, which will protect you from enemy ink substances, and it also has the Ultra Stamp as the special weapon, which will basically turn you into a hammer train, running a terror to any enemy standing before it. This is my general build when it comes to the L-3 Nozzlenose. You can do many things with it. I would highly recommend if you have 1 or 2 mains of run speed to make the strafing while shooting much more effective, and of course at least 1 main and 3 subs of main power up to get your damage to 33.3 damage. This will make it so that your burst fires will take out your opponents usually in 1 burst. You can also consider putting some quick respawn on this weapon if you're the type to get into a lot of engagements. The L-3 in Splatoon 2 is none other than a Slayer. This weapon also is pretty diverse, but can be played aggressively and supportively. I'd say that it can be played pretty aggressively, as all the specials that the 3 kits all have can all be used in offensive situations. The weapon in general is just very quick to get into engagement, so that's just another aggressive quality about this weapon. Supportively, the painting power of the main weapon is actually ridiculous. The weapon has a ton of efficiency. Majority of the time, you're not going to be running out of ink, since also when you get your special, it's going to replenish your ink tank. Since the burst fires are also very frequent, this weapon has great suppression, which can be very helpful when working together with other teammates. Now, I'm just gonna say it now, this weapon is probably one of the best Slayers in this game. You outrange pretty much every short range weapon, and also outrange any sort of splatter shot that had ever existed. You have a ton of power, especially when you apply a certain amount of main power up, and you're just in general very quick and hard to hit during gunfights. Your opponents will actually struggle to even hit you because of this. The only real things that you really gotta worry about when using this weapon is just weapons that just outrange you, so like Splattershot Pros, Splatlings, and Charges and all that type of stuff. Which ultimately you're probably not going to challenge other weapons that have more range than you, because you're probably not going to win that fight. You're probably going to get up close and engage against enemies that are close up to you, so you will have a fighting chance. Another thing you gotta take in mind is that this weapon does require a little bit of accuracy and a good understanding of how to lead shots. This may be something that's tricky for some, but for the good aimers out there, this is definitely a treat. Other than those things that you gotta worry about, this weapon pretty much does it all. It has good painting power, it has good killing power, it has good movement, it has good efficiency. And of course, it outranges pretty much any sort of short range weapon. This weapon literally does it all. So as long as you can position yourself, move around, and lead your shots against people, you're going to go on an absolute tear with this weapon. Thank you very much everyone for watching this video. Please don't forget to follow all my socials from Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and my Discord. And also don't forget to like this video, as it will be supporting my channel and it will let me know that you guys are enjoying this series and found it helpful in some way. Don't forget to leave a comment of what you thought of the video. Thank you very much everyone, and I shall see you guys in a future one.